I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Detroit Pistons. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you. Switcher also for Detroit. Freaks checked in for Jackson. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to Cleveland.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
On the floor for Detroit, Randolph in at point guard. Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. Tries again. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measured 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
Here's Randolph. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Screen by Young. Robinson a screen on Harris. Bogdanovich passes to Robinson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Jack. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And with a chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Morris. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And the Pistons making a change here. Meeks is checked in, and he gets the bucket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Randolph can't hit.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Outside, Randolph fires from deep. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Here's Jack. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
And Doris, appreciate the report. And we'll get to see early on here how coaches' focus on their shot selection comes to fruition, guys.
And if they heed their coach's words and really commit to finding the best shot possible each time down, I think they'll be fine.
Teamwork is the secret here. I mean, if they're going to achieve that goal of shooting a high percentage from the floor, they can't do it as individuals.
The Nets making a switch here. Sloan's checked in. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Pistons. Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Pistons leading by 4. Randolph in the posts. And the shot no good, a bit short. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
The ball is sticking too much.
Here's Randolph. That doesn't go either for Randolph.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to Oklahoma City.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets. All right now.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Hey, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
And Brooklyn has possession. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean,
Nets leading by 3. 1:30 left in the second quarter. The dish to Bogdanovic. And there's the pass to Sloan. Robinson misses.
well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Bogdanovic. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
Here's Randolph. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Freak number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
Yeah, he's an old head, mature beyond his year. He has a dominant offensive mindset. No matter what the defense throws at him, he lights up the scoreboard. Really a special talent. Check out the game for Randolph. He's got 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. And he gets it to go.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Pass to Kilpatrick. They set the pick. Here's Bogdanovic. 7 points in the game. That's good. Sloan's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside, Randolph tries a three. Sims with the rebound. Here's Sloan from the arc. And the first half. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second. There's a new group in for the Nets. Henry Sims is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Johnson comes in for Morris. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Freak subbed in for Jackson. On the court for the Pistons, Randolph, he's in at the point. Harris is out there with Johnson. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Meeks in at the 2 spot. 5 on the clock. Here's a Sims. Soft touch off the glass. Sims has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop. You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Kilpatrick passes to Sloan. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the 3rd best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year.
They set the screen. Passes it to Kilpatrick. There's the 3. That's good. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Right side, Randolph. They need this. Randolph can't get that one to fall. Brooklyn leading by 12. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Sloan. It's hauled in by Harris.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Randolph. Randolph can't get that one to fall. Kilpatrick. Shot misses.